lot of this happens in the state level. Gerrymandering happens in the state level. There's a House bill now, House Bill 610, that is aimed at trying to redistrict, and it's time to redistrict, I think next year or the year after. And so
After the next census.
Yeah. Yeah. And so there's legislation right now that's going to affect that. Our districting, our education dollars are decided how they're spent here in the state. Medicaid dollars are decided in the state. Medicare even is somewhat related to state. So while you're activating on this federal level, it's important to know who your representative and senator is at the state level and keep them on your call list.
I will add to you, I have experience lobbying the state legislators.
Yeah.
My workplace sent us down there one time when they were going to raise the driving age. I worked for an insurance company, they were for it. And I had never done it before, but I was surprised. They actually took the time to talk to me. A couple of them did. A couple of them were too busy, so I left them my card and I asked for a call back. And you know what? They called me back.
Yeah, you can talk to them, even if you don't agree with them. They're usually, if you show up in your home, they'll stop in the hall and chat with you. I've actually been part of groups that have influenced legislation and stopped legislation because enough concerned citizens showed up.
You guys, there is actually a...
There's one you need to be protesting right now.
What's that?
Oh, they just submitted this week in our Indiana State House. If a charter school or a voucher recipient school gets a D or an F on the grading scale Indiana uses, they can still take vouchers for next year. Yeah. They don't need to cover all
So it takes what, 2 years?
A couple of things here that I wanted to add. Monday, the 27th, there is a breakfast going on at the Hendricks
Fairgrounds?
The fairgrounds.
Yeah,
Correct. Yeah, you got it. If you wanted to approach those guys, make sure you go there at 7 a.m. You know.
It's Hendricks Power.
Hendricks. I'm sorry. Yeah, but it is at the fairgrounds, no?
Yeah, Hendricks Power sponsors it, but I think it's actually the ones I have attended have been at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but they're all there. The other thing too is that I'm actually taking 2 folks from the Hendricks Economic Development down to Brazil because we're trying to get companies. I mean, I work trying to promote where I live. So everywhere I go, I talk to my folks about here, and I for a while have tried to bring business to Avon, but unfortunately we have some people that they really don't work with us. They work for themselves and they sit on the chair, they look at each other, and things go by. But anyway, I'm working to try to get a small aircraft manufacturer here. This is not the typical, $14 to $17 an hour job. This requires a lot of high skill, and the average pay is $42 to $67 an hour.
That might be more than me.
I'm sorry.
That might be more than I'm making.
But anyway, those are the jobs that we need to bring here, and for us. Some of the folks here in the council, they look at how can we hold the companies that are here. Well, that's not the answer. We need to look at how can we bring companies from outside of here. And so those companies will then pay tax. I mean, one of the main issues in Avon today is lack of funds for public schools.
Yes.
You talk to Maggie, which I know her.
She's fabulous.
She will tell you, we are cutting the bones now. It's $3.6 million since we had the tax cap that Avon has not got. So part of the money goes for us not having cops on the street, for us not, in our case, having, a good education, which you guys strive. I mean, I have to, really say this, but, the teachers and everything here, they are wonderful. But it's one thing how much can you go? How far can you go when you don't have the funds to do it? So nice. You know, yes, it starts like it doesn't start with a guy like him. It starts like with the 4 or 5 that sit over there. You know, and then the other ones, they are on the estate area, you know, and then you get to a guy like that. But yeah, the main thing is like, know who you are voting for, you know, and block whatever, you know, go throw eggs on his car or whatever, you know.